Hello YouTube, this is CyberKnight 610. I thought I'd give out a few shoutouts first off before we start with the video. Synchros 101 and the TheYugiohTCGGuy and Howie Dude 79. Those are all shoutouts that I owe some people, so be sure to check them out. Look in the description. It'll be down there, of course, in the new YouTube format. So yeah, be sure to check those guys' channels and subscribe to them. Alright, this is kind of an interesting discussion. Last time I talked about Infernies, and how all of a sudden they're supposed to be our next tournament winning deck, I guess you could say. Which a lot of people do agree that it's going to happen. Well, this is kind of a funny thing, really, too. Machinas are actually doing good lately. I don't know if that'll probably all change with our Infernies coming out. But anyway, they're really powerful lately, and a lot of people are combining them with other decks and stuff like that. And I thought that was kind of funny because most of the time, structure deck cards and stuff like that, people only buy the structure decks for the reprinted staples and stuff like that. Not for the, like the new archetypes, usually, and stuff like that, because really they don't amount to anything. Like, this is kind of the first archetype that came from a structure deck that's really, gotten into the meta, I guess you could say. And which is really surprising, I think, because I always thought Machinas were really cool looking. They kind of remind me of, I don't know, Transformers, like the little mini-con things from that Transformers Armada show I used to watch a long, long time ago. And I always thought they were really neat, and I think it's kind of cool how all of a sudden they're kind of in the meta now. And, like, for example, people are combining them with gadgets now. I've heard of MCOL going over a lot of that kind of stuff, MCOL 40. And that's because, like, Machina Fortress, which is our new one, our new boss monster, I guess you could say, he's very powerful, and he can even use the gadgets to help himself out. Like, of course, the 3 gadgets. Green, red, and yellow. Which are really cool cards as well. And he can use those, manipulate them, so he can get special summon back. He's pretty much the most versatile, I guess, structure deck. The main monster of a structure deck that we've had in a long time. And he came with Peacekeeper and Gear Frame, which have been really handy to help with the Machina's power. Like, Gear Frame, he's a new Machina. He has 1,800 attack. Pretty powerful, that's pretty good for a 4-star like that. And it can search out other Machinas. And he's kind of like you're going to use 3 in a deck, more than likely. So that's, like, really cool that we got a card like him. And, let's see, another one would be, Peacekeeper. He's a union monster, which, they kind of try to bring back unions and stuff with this deck, and which I thought, that would mean this deck wouldn't be any good as well. But it's pretty cool because it can, unions can, like, block attacks and stuff, like Lightning Vortex. It can take the hit for that, and protect your monsters. So it's kind of cool to see, how those are kind of come back into play. It's nice to see some of the old strategies we used to use before synchros and fusions were all about everything. So it's an interesting tech thing. It's sort of like level monsters, they're kind of cool to see and stuff like that. And they've never really been strong until kind of like now. The unions are finally, getting what they deserve. It's Peacekeeper's more like a Sangan, I guess you could say, with Machinas too. He's pretty cool, interesting little dude, and he's the one that kind of reminds me of like the mini-con thing, like I was saying beforehand. Very interesting. Machina Force, I believe, is the, the, like, 4,500 or something like that attack one, which is crazy. And you can bring him out if you have Commander Covington, Machina Sniper, let's see, what are the others? Soldier, Machina Soldier, and, I can't remember the other one. He's like Machina's Turret or something like that. I don't know. You have all those out, and then you get to bring that dude out. So there's a lot of OTK strategies with that guy as well. And I've seen a few of those, and they're kind of more tier 2, I don't know, maybe 3. They're not too powerful, more like that, but the ones with gadgets and stuff, we've seen a lot of changes in the meta with those. So it's very interesting. So, what do you guys think on this kind of stuff? Is it going to be sort of like the Cyber Dragon decks, all of a sudden, we're going to see machines take over the meta? Just like whenever Chimera Tech Overdragon first came out and it was one of the top cards. Are we going to see a lot of that, or is everything just going to still change because we have Infernities coming out? what are your thoughts and all that kind of stuff? Did you expect Machinas to be this good, or did you expect them to just be, like I did, kind of your average structure deck cards? Please leave that in the comments and what you think, or if you have a deck that you've made of these guys, and you've made a video or something, or you can make a video if you want and post a video response to this. Love to see it. It's a very interesting subject, I think, on this kind of stuff. So yeah, if anyone wants to talk about any other archetype or anything, just leave that in the comments, and I will try to get to that. I thought this one would be a very interesting, and I've seen even people, more of the Machina-based stuff using like Shredder and Oil Man and stuff too, which are kind of funny cards. And that's pretty interesting too. There's all kinds of interesting Machina decks out there, which is, like I said, very surprising. So yeah, be sure to leave what you think in the comments. Please subscribe. When I reach 800 subscribers, I'll start the contest, and it will end when I reach 1,000. So be sure to check that out. Hopefully everyone will really like the prizes. I plan to put a pretty good amount of money into this contest and stuff too. So yeah, that's all. Be sure to tell your friends about my channel, and bye YouTube.